Hello, everybody. How many people here have OCD? That's cool. You should. I'm going to tell you why you should. I'm going to talk about how I have OCD and how some of the shit that I do every day that really kind of might bother you, but how that's going to benefit you in the long run. So if you've ever seen this cartoon, talks about being obsessive and compulsive. But if you look in the upper right-hand corner, the most important thing here is that it's not called OCD. For those of you that have OCD, you know that it's actually called CDO because the letters are in alphabetical order like they should have been in the first place. So one of the things that I do is I optimize everything. I go to the supermarket, I organize things in the order in which they appear. This saves me an average of 3 hours every year. Do the math. I also continuously check for my wallet. Stop me from getting pickpocketed 3 times. I like the number 3. Sometimes I make things up as I go. The next thing is, if you have an iPhone and you don't do things carefully, sometimes you'll not set your alarm, or especially the little wheel thingy. If you don't just enough let it settle, it won't actually set your alarm, and oftentimes this happens on the AM and PM, and you're not waking up in the right time zone. The last thing here is at the gas pump. If you go to the gas station and you pump your own gas, and you leave your car at the pump and go and pay inside, I fucking hate you. Please don't do that. The next thing is, please organize your desk. This is my desk from home. It looks awesome. This is really important, though, because if you imagine this is your desk at work, I work from home, but if you imagine this is your desk at work and somebody needs to find something and it's a 3 a.m. middle of the night pager duty call, you should really know where everything is. I count things. How many people like metrics? Exactly. So you should count things because metrics are like counting, and counting is fun. Inbox Zero is really important. There's this new iPhone app called Mailbox app that helps with this, but if you reach Inbox Zero, you have this sense of accomplishment at the end of the day. But there's so much more to Inbox Zero. There's, in fact, Doc Zero, which for those of you that have a Mac know all about Doc Zero. If you have one little red notification on your iPhone or on your dock, it should drive you insane. Because chances are, somebody's waiting for you. The same thing with GitHub. I work very, very closely with GitHub, even if they do change things right before my talk. And yeah, you guys know. Please read your GitHub notifications, because they disappear when you read them in your email anyway. So testing is really important. So like I'm a Ruby developer, so you all know how much I love testing. And if you don't have tests on things, then I don't like you. We're not friends. And part of my OCD says that I can't contribute to your project if I don't know that I'm going to not break it whenever I contribute. So please add tests to your projects. I also make a lot of lists. This deals with like my counting things, so I can prioritize things in my life. This goes along with my shopping as well as a bunch of other things. So make lists because they're easy to complete and you know when you're done. Part of having OCD is the ability to spot anomalies, which is really critical when looking through like 1,000 log files to find that one thing that doesn't look right, like the yellow peep. Don't even. So this is so fucking annoying. I'm from Pittsburgh. I have complained about this so many times. Who the hell decided this was a good idea? Why? And it gets worse. Also from a Pittsburgh street, why can't you put things back the way you fucking found it? Like, are you serious? So this goes into the whole kind of where we start talking about programming, because that's kind of why we're here. If you put things back the way you found them, people are going to expect them to be that way in the first place. You should use single quoted strings because they're better. Exactly, Doug Ireton knows what I'm talking about. These are like my pure Ruby OCD things, so sorry if you're not a Ruby developer. If you use optional parentheses, like there needs to be parentheses there, you're not my friend anymore. They're totally required, even though they're optional. And then if you also do this, and you name your variables A, B, and C, every programmer should hate you forever. Don't do that, because I don't know what A, B, and C are. I don't even know what magic does. How many people have ever named a method foo? Yeah, I'm looking at you. That's all I got.